Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody sent me this JPEG. As you can see, it's like a bitmap. It's got a white background. That would probably trace pretty well, but as I explained it to them, you could draw this really easy. I'm very seldom ever use the rectangle tool without turning the curves up here, but if you'll just take your shape tool and just bring this in, it'll make that perfect line. And then let's go up to effects and contour. Let's contour 1 inch and see what happens. That's too much. Let's contour 0.75. Let's do 3 of them. And that'll give us the 4 lines. Then take this, go up to object, break the contour apart. Go right up here and go to, if this is ever grayed out, it's because there's something not happening. So we need to go to object, group, and group it together. And then grab it, go up to object. It's still grayed out, so it must have been some sort of group. So we'll go to object, group, and ungroup all. Then we can grab all that, and now we can convert that outline into an object. But really what we should have done first is turn it into something other than a hairline. A little thicker. That'll work. Go up to object, convert it to an outline, and then I can left click, right click. Now it's a little deceiving the way it looks, but I'm going to hit P and put it in the center of the page. And what this is, it looks like there's 4 things combined. So we can do it one of 2 ways. We can group it together, Control G, Control D to make a duplicate, and move that over here. Now it's going to be a little confusing to put them on the mark and to split this line up in half. And I notice this looks like a circle. So let's group these together, Control G, and hit P and put it in the center of the page. And let's draw an ellipse. And if we hold down the Control and the Shift button, it'll grow from the inside out. And that looks about right. So what we can do, and there's a number of ways we can do it. Let's take the Smart Fill tool and just fill these in. Whoop, so my circle's too big. I wasn't thinking about that. Take the Shift tool and bring that in a little bit. Now Smart Fill, and we'll Smart Fill this one in first. That'll actually work, I think. No, we're too big here. We're still too big. So we need to hold down the Shift key and bring that in more. There we go. See, that way it's in the center. So let's go without inside out. There we go. Let's go ahead and do them, all of them. Now you can see the double line is double. But now what's neat about this, we can take away our line by hitting delete and take away that by hitting delete. Now if I left click, right click, and group this together, Control G, I can take that interior node right there and move it to that one. Now we're a little bit off at the bottom, just because of the shape. And I actually think this, well, when we Smart Fill, it's going to fill that in anyway. But then just take your virtual segment delete key and delete these 2 lines. Somehow I messed this up. I did not move it good. Let's back up here. There we go. I didn't have it all grouped together. So Control G to group it, grabbing that inside part and put it on that node. We don't have to do anything with that because we're going to use the Smart Fill tool. But we need to take the virtual segment delete key and delete that first. And then we can take the Smart Fill tool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you've got pretty close to that shape. I could have made my circle a little bit smaller to not get this tail, but other than that, it looks good. Anyway, I hope that helped them, and thank you for watching.